Hello, superfans, and welcome to Alberta News and Views. You have got to check this out. Put on your seatbelt. A full 55% of respondents to the latest Abacus poll cited Carney as the leader who should get the credit for doing away with the carbon tax on April 1st, compared to just 28% who said Pierre Poilievre brought about this goal by pushing for it. Yes, the majority of Canadians, according to this poll, and we know how accurate these polls are, 55% of them are praising Mark Carney for getting rid of the carbon tax. Literally, they think the name Carbon Tax Carney is a great nickname for him because he got rid of the carbon tax. It's astounding what is going on in this country right now. It really is. More. Polls show that Canadians are about to elect the exact same party with the exact same candidates that have been driving Canada into the ground for the last decade. Are Canadians unengaged, or are we too trusting, or are we afraid of change? I'm going to tell you right now. Canada has deep systemic corruption. Deep systemic corruption. There is a system put in place now. So Native Canadians, long generational Canadians, they have no say anymore. They have been, everything is manipulated now. All roads lead to Western independence. It is saturated. The corruption in Canada is so bad that you literally cannot trust anything anymore. There is a system, and every single day we see more and more hints of it. Foreign interference. Look at our real estate. Look at our healthcare. The corruption is unfathomable. It is in everything. It is everywhere, which is why Alberta and Saskatchewan must push for independence, because there is still hope for them, and they are an economic driver of this country. Without Alberta or Saskatchewan, the rest of the country will fall, as it should. The federal government needs to be dissolved. There needs to be complete reform. There needs to be provincial independence, so at least they can decide what the fate, the destiny of their province. But that would take political will from the people. And they have Stockholm syndrome. There is something going on with the Canadian population that they just cannot recover from. They have a sickness. They have mass formation psychosis. They are awarding their abusers. There should be riots in the street. There should have been riots in the street years ago. Years ago. But no, nothing. Every single day I read countless articles. COVID bans on outdoor gatherings breach the right to freedom of peaceful assembly. Ontario court rules and landmark win. This is what I mean. Do you think anything's going to come from this? No, it won't. Our justice system is compromised. There is no justice anymore. There's bail. There's not jail. Every single day, we hear and see and read more and more and more about this corruption. Hence this article. Carney may not know why China likes him, but it's plain for all of us to see. Now, this is in reference to when Mark Carney was asked why China is helping him win this election. And Mark Carney says, I don't know why China likes me. Beijing's business class proxies are deeply embedded in the Liberal Party establishment, as the recent Paul Chang scandal once again made plain for everyone to see. The evidence is irrefutable that in the last two federal elections, Beijing undertook strenuous, clandestine exertions to monkey wrench the vote in several ridings to the advantage of its preferred candidates and to the disadvantage of the Conservative Party. Now, if they can do it in the ridings, they can do it in the provinces and, of course, the country. During his time in the leadership of Brookfield Asset Management, Carney was back and forth from China frequently and was a vocal advocate of Beijing's plans for a multipolar world and Beijing's hopes to challenge the US dollar as a reserve currency. These are things that you just cannot ignore. Jagmeet Singh was asked today why nobody is supporting him, why nobody is showing up to his announcements or his rallies. And he gave us word salad. Jagmeet Singh destroyed the NDP party. It's a laughing stock now. I love it. I love to see it. I can't stand the NDP. Honestly, there are some good NDP ministers, some politicians in there, and they couldn't see themselves as conservatives or liberals, and I hope they find their way. I really do, because they mean well. Watch this.
Democrats, and we'll get it done.
But if there's a future minority government, would this be the cost of your support? And as well, we've seen you do policy announcements like this. We've seen you meet with unions, workers, campaign volunteers. But so far this week, I haven't seen a single supporter at any of your events. Why is that?
So when it comes to what we want to do in the next parliament, I want to lay out.
So he gives us word salad and dodges the question, and then he is asked again, and then he said, I just answered the question. And no, he didn't. That party is done. This is what is so terrifying about having another Liberal government. This is real. This is the neighborhood that they have planned for Canadians. This is what they consider affordable housing. They actually think that people want to live in this. These are cubicles. These are jail cells. That's what this is. This is disgusting. And they call this affordable housing. Second largest land-sized country on earth, and our government's idea of what the young Canadians' future looks like is a prefabbed box. Rack 'em and stack 'em. If you're a lucky pleb, they may put a tiny parquet with real grass for you to enjoy. It's disgusting what's happened to this country when there's so much wealth. All roads lead to Western independence. I'm going to keep you updated with as much as I can when I can. The polls are actually tightening. If you even believe any of that shit, I don't. It's ridiculous. But anyway, believe what your eyes are seeing and what your ears are hearing. Poilievre has way more support than Mark Carney. But like I said, this whole country has been infiltrated and it is being manipulated. We see it every single day. Look at the crime. Why do you think Mark Carney has not mentioned crime once? Because don't forget, he could get rid of it right now. He could do all of these things right now, but he won't. He's going to dangle it over an unsuspecting public because he needs that vote. He's a liar. Then he's going to flip-flop. Like, share, and take care.